Hello, hello, hello. My name is Henri Matisse, and I would like to take you on a trip. Come with me, and you'll see all of my beautiful country of France. Parlez-vous français? And my beautiful paintings, because I am an artist. Hey, everybody, guess what? I'm not Henri Matisse. I'm Mrs Farley. You want to learn about some art today? Because it's going to be awesome. We got to go on a trip. Oh, where should we go? Where do you think he's from? The country of France. In France, they say France. Parlez-vous français? We are from France. And if you go east across the United States, where's my United States? Right here. East across the United States and east across the Atlantic Ocean. Sorry, you can't see very well. I'll show you on the big map. Here's France right here on the continent of Europe. Let me show you over here better. Check this out. Here's the United States. We're going east across the United States and east across the Atlantic Ocean, and right here is the country of France. Did you fly or take a ship? Because it's across a big ocean. If you're in the United States, it's a long flight. It's hard to get there. So let's see some places in France. Are you ready? How about, oh, you know what? That's their flag. I thought you would love to see their flag because, can you see what's the same or different in their flag and our flag? This is our flag. Red, white, and blue, before it we stand, proudly and true. Look at our flag. Look at their flag. Can you say some things that are the same or different? Every country has their own flag with different colors and different styles. It's really fun to study flags. Let's see what else is in France. Are you ready? Oh, the Cathedral of Notre Dame, a very famous giant church cathedral. The Louvre Museum. This is where they keep all the best art. Mr. Matisse did art. Let's see. Oh, the Eiffel Tower. You know that one. That's a famous place in France. See, now we're there. These are places you can really go to, that you can really visit. This is the famous bridge from Madeline's Rescue, when she falls off the bridge and then she gets rescued by the dog. That's a great book. Anyway, let's look at Mr. Matisse's art. What do you think it'll be like? Do you think it will be drawings or paintings? Let me show you some pictures and see what you think. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, boop! Check that out. That's a painting that Mr. Matisse did. Look at the lines and the colors he used. Remember, the warm colors are red, yellow, and orange, and the cool colors are blue, green, and purple. He liked to paint, but, oh, look, here's some. You know, one time he said he was so hungry because he didn't have any money, because he was an artist and he wasn't selling any of his paintings yet. And he wanted to eat the fruit that he used when he was making paintings called still lifes of fruit. Anyway, lines, lines, everywhere there's lines. You remember how we talked about lines in art and letters and numbers? Look at these curvy lines. Can you make a straight line? Straight vertical line. Straight horizontal line. How about some curvy lines? What can you do with lines? Ooh, slant line. Slant line. Ha! How about the lines here? Do you see lines here? There are lines everywhere. Well, there are lines in art. I thought you'd like to see some of the things that my daughter made. She was practicing when she was young, and she was drawing and practicing making some different kinds of lines. That's a really good way to start learning how to be an artist. Straight lines, dotted lines, zigzag lines, spirals. Ooh, look at the spirals on this one. See the circly ones? Those are called spirals. How fun is that? Maybe you can practice making some lines. Then she started cutting out paper, and she made this landforms. Look at the hills and the valley, and maybe these are homes. And she cut out paper and glued it on there to make her art. So that was pretty cool. And she took some watercolors. This is my other daughter's work, Anna. Both Noelle and Anna are artists. And she did some watercolors, and then she cut out the paper and glued it on top. Well, Mr. Matisse loved to paint. And he, look at this, played the violin, and that's how he warmed up his fingers to get ready to do his best painting, was warming up with playing the violin. That's pretty cool. And he was from the country of France, and when he got old, he ended up using paper cutouts. So you ready to look at his art? Check it out. What do you think it'll be like? It's really fun. There are so many. Look at all of these. Wow. Some of these are paintings and some are paper cutouts. Let's see this one. Wow, look how big that is. She's in a museum looking at Mr. Matisse's art, and she's our size, and look how big the painting is. Isn't that amazing? Check this one. Boop. Oh, that's the same one. And outside of that area, they have some more. Oh, let me move this over for you. You have to see this one. This one is awesome. This one's very famous. We're going to look at that one. And this is what he looked like when he was old and he couldn't paint anymore because he was sitting in a wheelchair. He could paint from a wheelchair, but he was just getting really tired, and he thought, let me try something new and different. And as much as he loved his paintings, he decided to start cutting paper. And that's what we're going to think about and talk about today, is his paper cutouts. This is one of his paper cutouts he made, and you know what I never would have thought of? Is to make the background a different color and then make the cutouts out of white. That's kind of like reversed of what we usually think. We take a white paper and then we decorate it, right? And he loved his cutouts so much. Look at this. He's sitting here in his wheelchair and he's pointing and holding the paper up with his stick. Let me move so you can see, because the light changes when I move. And he had his friend help him glue and tape all of his paper cutouts on the wall. And they were so bright, he wore sunglasses in his own house because he used bright colored paper to make his cutouts. One time he was thinking about this character. Check out my shirt. This is by Mr. Matisse. His name is right there on it. And this is the character Icarus from Greek mythology. And Icarus thought he could fly to the sun. Fly to the sun? What? We already learned in science that's hot, way too hot. No, don't fly to the sun. See all the stars around? See how he didn't make his stars perfect? He made them all zigzaggy and different and with angled lines, not curvy lines. And he cut out Icarus. Icarus made wings out of wax, and when the wax melted, he fell in the ocean. That's a silly story. So, this says, Henri Matisse cut shapes from painted paper. Oh, he painted the paper. All right. He created many beautiful works of art. Vegetables is an example of a paper cutout. So he has a picture called Vegetables that is famous. Let me find my other book. Here you go. Are you ready? This says, paper, paper everywhere. All of us have cut shapes out of colored paper. Sometimes we glue them on a card, or we create a collage to hang on our wall or refrigerator. After years and years of hard work, Mr. Henri Matisse also decided to make his artwork out of paper cutouts. What you're about to see may seem simple, but it's not as easy as it looks. Are you ready? No peeking, no peeking. Close your eyes. Boom! That's not a paper cutout. What is that? It says Matisse drew before he cut. Oh, you don't have to. You can just cut, but you can draw and then cut. It's your art. That's up to you. You get to do it any way you want. That's your business. Drawing with scissors. He called it drawing with scissors. That's a good one. Check these out. In order to get exactly the color he wanted, Matisse, sorry, I want to make sure we're there, made his own colored paper by painting white sheets of paper with paints he mixed himself. Wow. So, remember we learned when you hug red and yellow, it makes orange. When you hug red and yellow, it makes orange. And he mixed his colors from the 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, to make all the other colors of the rainbow that he wanted to use. Wow. He started thinking more like a sculptor, shaping the paper, cutting away his materials. Then he simplified his lines. Wow, okay, simple forms. There you go. Make some curvy lines. Cut it out. Cut it out. Ooh, he loved this one. This is called Creole Dancer. Can you see the dancer here? That's made of cut paper. Cool. Let's see what else. Oh, and here's my matching my shirt. Ta-da! Icarus. Oh, he did different ones too, not just the black one. And look how, oh, I never would have thought of doing this. Look how he's over to the side, and there's some other fun stuff on the border, lines, different straight lines, curvy lines, lines, everywhere there's lines, working as a team, making it fine. So you could add different shapes and colors, and you don't have to put your work right in the center. Make it your way. What can you think of that you want to do? So he was from the country of France. We covered that. He loved to paint. He liked to cut out shapes. In my book, they gave me these, and they're already cut out, see? And I could use those, or I can make my own. Here's some that my daughter did. Both of my daughters. How about that? They used some tissue paper on the back, and then they cut out some pieces of paper to glue on any way they wanted because it's their art. How about this one? Ready? Let's make a bright one for the background. Let's see. Ooh, I like that one. That's a good background. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom! Which way does it go? I don't know. It's your art. You can make it any way you want. Check it out. You could draw around your hand, or you could draw around something that you have at home, or you can just cut the shapes any way you want. You can put paper on the background or not. You could paint the paper and use it for a background, or you could paint the paper and then cut it out. Ready? Go. Ooh, I like that one. That reminds me, in the ocean, there's coral plants that grow in the ocean that look kind of like that. That's a fun one that my daughter did with me. See? Here's how we started. We cut this out and we just kept going. So you could take your paper and just start trying to cut shapes. Turn the paper. Be careful with scissors. Ask an adult first if you can use the scissors. You can just turn the paper, turn the scissors any way you want, and cut something out and make your own art like Mr. Matisse. I really like that one with the blue and white. Blue is one of my favorite colors. What are your favorite colors? You know, you can have more than one. Everybody always says, what's your favorite color? I'm like, am I supposed to pick one? Because, I mean, I like that light bright green, the light turquoise blue. There's so many. My mom's favorite color was blue because her eyes were blue, and she looked so pretty in it when she wore blue. Her name was Caroline, like our puppet. Caroline's probably wondering why she didn't get to visit our art lesson today, huh? Let's see what else we have in here. Woo, look at all these shapes I cut out. You can just cut out a bunch of different stuff and glue it on paper for fun and see what you can make. Lines, lines, everywhere there's lines. Mr. Matisse, thank you, Mr. Matisse, for your beautiful paper cutouts. We enjoyed it, and we hope you love Mr. Matisse, and you make a design and then show it to me. I can't wait to see what you make. That would be so fun. Have fun. See you later, alligator. What's this one say? See you around, hound. I always try to come up with a new one for you. What'd you learn? See you next time.